Okay, if you do not self talkings with you, then you cannot speak in English. When you will be speak in the public place, when you speaking, then if you do not before preparations, then this times you will be not speak, because you do not practice more and more, then why you will be give the space in front of a lot of peoples. It is not possible and it is not easy. So uh, before the presentations givings, you have to practice before, more and more practice, and when you are will be a perfect practice, then these times you will be give a perfect speakings. But for this you have to practice more and more times. But if you do not practice, then you cannot speak this your speaking in English. So you have to more and more practice, and you have to make a video every day. And I think that you have a target that you make the video 100, make the video. And if you 100 make the video, then of course you will be a good speaker in English. I think that, because it's a lot of time, almost 1000 times you will be practicing English, and you will be you will be a great pronunciations, and you will be a well vocabulary, and well sentence makings. I think that's, and everything you will be right when you are more and more time practice. But you have to give the times for the speakings or writings. But now I can't write in speaking. I can write in and speaking, but not speaking, because I do not practice and more times. That is why I can't practice perfectly. But every day I am right, and that's why now my writing skill is well and better, good, better, best. And I've said to me, hey dear friends, your writing skill is better, so I have to do the best. And but I think that I have been not to do the math for a lot of days. So I don't should uh, I don't should have this. But when I'll be go to the university campus, these times I'll be do the math. But now I can't do the math, because when I do the when I go to the do the math, then I do not feel well. That's why I do not practice in math. But for this I have to practice and more practice. But I have I'm practicing only English. But I think that I should practice other subject, especially math. But I do not do the math. I only practice in English. But first of all, I want to be a perfect in English, and speaking and writing and readings, all sectors. So then I will be improve my math. And I think that math is important. Really, math is important. But I think that I will not get a full mark in math. That's why I do the math after. But now I should do the math every day 1 hour. But I do not do the math 1 hours. It is a very awkward situations for me. And I should every day do the math, but I do not math. So now I am trying to study in English, and I improve my vocabulary, and I uh, improve my vocabulary. And every day I'm practicing English, and every day I study in vocabulary. And a lot of times I will be spent with in my English. And for better speaking, for writing skills. And every day I am writing in English every day, not a single day. Every day I am practicing English, and every day morning I practice in English. I study in vocabulary and I writings, but I think that gradually I have I have been improving. I have improving, but I want to quickly improve. But I think that for English it is not possible. You do not get quickly output. You have to wait for this result. You if you want, that's I want to quickly result, but it is not possible. And you have to utilize your brains, and you have to remember your brain, and you remember your vocabulary, and you have to remember a lot of vocabulary, and that's why from this vocabulary you have to speaking this time. But I do not never give up. I never give up, and I'll be by hook or by crook. I want to learn in English, and speaking, writings, and I want to develop my improving skills, and I am sure this through these lockdowns I will be improve my English perfectly, and every day I'll be speaking in English. I make video, and I study the vocabulary, and I will I will write every day in English freehand writings, and almost I can write freehand writings, and I can be write perfectly, but some some be mistakes. But I think that if I practice more and more times, and then one day I will be a good writers and good speakers. But for this I have to give a more and more times. If I do not give a more and more times, then I can't perfect speaker or writer. So if you want to be a good writer, then you have to give a lot of time for your writing skills. If you really want, if you do not want a good writer or good speaking, then it is depend up to you, and why you want to be a good speaker, and want to be a good writer. Only for BCS cadres I want to be a good writer, and when I will be a BCS cadre, then I will be ex I will be leave all of things, and I do not study anything. But before the BCS cadres I want a lot of learns, and I want to be skills in English and math and other subject. But when you will be a BCS cadre, then you will be not study anything, and you will be take a rest, more and more rest. You take more and more rest, no problems. But if you do not want from your heart, then you cannot get anything. So be careful about this. You have to practice more and more times, and if you practice more and more times, and once times you will be a good speaker in English. But I do not practice perfectly. But you have to get off early in the mornings every day, and you have to practice more and more, and you have to that's have that vocabulary in your notebooks, and this whole vocabulary you have to know, and you have to practice more and more time this vocabulary, and you have to make a sentence with this vocabulary. If you do not make the sentence with the vocabulary, then you can't remember this vocabulary, and this hard vocabulary you have to see more and more times, and that's why you will be a good speaker one day. But now for English I make a lot of video, and I have to hardly try for becoming good speakers. But I think that one day I will be a good speaker in English, and I can speak in English anytime. So okay, but I think that when you will be talking, so then you are go quickly. So don't do that. You go slowly, gradually. You will be speaking in English, and writing English. But I think that for a writing skills, you have to write quickly, and when for speaking you have to slowly speaking, and to do slowly speaking, so once a day you will be a good speaker. So then say you have to quickly, you can be quickly speaking in English, but first of all you have to say gradually or slowly, then on times you will be a good speaker, then you will be talking loudly. So all right, no problems, I can do everything.